Okay guys, so to start this look, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my hair back. I did just get freshly out the shower, so I don't want my wet hair touching anything. Alright, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take my concealer. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape just to really prep my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over my eyes, and then I'll be applying an eyeshadow primer on top of that. I don't know why, but I've been having some really bad creasing. Like, not really creasing, but transferring. So like my lid shade will transfer into my crease, and when I do a shimmer, it just looks really muddy, so I do not like how it looks. So I did find an eyeshadow primer that actually works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that today. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm blending this out, and I'm using the Morphe M173 brush. And so once I have a nice smooth base for my eyeshadow to go onto it, I'm going to go ahead and use my eyeshadow primer. So I'm using the Clinique All About Shadow Primer for Eyes. For those of you who do not know, I am a Clinique counter manager, so I do work for Clinique, so I do know a lot of their products really well, and I do really enjoy them. So if I use a lot of them in my videos and you guys get annoyed, I apologize. But it's a pretty good brand and a really good price point. So, and I'm just applying this just to my lid just to really help with any transferring. After I prep my eyes and everything, I'm going to go ahead and set it with some powder. So I'm using the Maybelline Loose powder. I think it's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, which I really enjoy. I'm really scared to try new powders just because it either looks really good or really bad on me. I really do enjoy this one. So I'm just using this to set that concealer on my eyes so my eyeshadows blend a lot easier. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette, which I really like this one. It's at a really good price point, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this one for you guys today. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and use Access, which is going to be kind of like a yellow shade. And I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes in all the palettes for this shade. And I'm just going to apply this kind of in the transition area, a little bit above my crease. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit for this. There we go. So I'm just applying this a little bit above my crease. Okay, so once that is applied to my crease, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Secure, and the brush I'm going to use to, actually I'm just gonna use that same brush. So I'm gonna use that same brush and apply that Secure shade, and I'm gonna take it pretty much just kind of right in the outer area and then into the crease. Okay, and then so for the next shade, I'm going to go ahead and take Top Secret. This is going to be kind of like a nice olivey green in a way. And then the brush I'm going to use to apply this is going to be the Morphe M441 brush. And so for this shade, I'm going to take it in the outer corner and then also into the crease. I was always scared to use this color. I had this palette for maybe a little bit over a year now. Maybe about a year. And I've never ever used this shade before, and then I used it probably about a few weeks ago for the first time, and it's different, but I was really obsessed. So I did dip back into that color one more time just so I can really build up the intensity that I want this green to be at. And then, so I'm taking most of that product, I'm concentrating it in the outer corner of the eye, and then I'm slowly bringing it in to the crease when I have less product on my brush. Also, by the way guys, I don't think I've ever filmed like a talk through before, so let me know what you guys think about this. It's something a little bit different, but I have a little bit more fun filming talk through videos. I have tried filming a few, and I just really didn't like how they turned out. That's another reason why I haven't posted in a while, because I haven't been super happy with the looks I've been doing. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Smooth Criminal. This is gonna be like a medium brown, I would say. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the outer corner. I'm using a Coastal Scents brush, but the lettering wore off, so I don't know what kind of brush this is. But if you just have like a nice dense tapered brush, this would work well for this. So I'm mostly just applying this to the outer corner of the eye. And then I'm going to go back in with that same brush that we used that green shade on, and I'm going to go back in and just kind of just blend out that green shade and just make it pop a little bit more because I want it to be a little bit more vibrant than what it is right now. Go back in with that Access shade. That was the first shade that we used for our transition. So I'm going to go back in, just kind of pop it back out the top, make sure everything's nice and blended. And then again, we lost some intensity with this shade that I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and just bring that right back in. To my lid, so I'm using this not all the way to the outer corner, I'm kind of just putting this in the open area that we have. And I am using my finger to do so. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line my top lash line with some liquid eyeliner. So I think I want to do a wing today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I love this liner. This is like one of the only liners I found that worked for me. I do not like a felt tip liner, so this one's definitely my go-to. So I'm going to go ahead and do just like a nice, I like to do a thin line, so I'm going to try and keep it as thin as possible. So I'm going to move to the face, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Photo Finish Primer from Smashbox. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. My face has already been moisturized and everything. Go ahead, I'm going to take my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in one. I love this foundation, it's really nice full coverage, which if you guys watch my videos, I say this in every video, but I don't like a full coverage foundation, but this one kind of changed everything for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take the applicator and kind of dot it. It's probably not the most sanitary, but it's my face, so. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna take my Morphe brush. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M439 to blend this out. So I really like this foundation. The one thing is I cannot find a good shade for me. This is one of the lighter ones and it's way too pink. But I'm kind of just going to go ahead and fix everything with powder because the powder I have is pretty neutral, so it'll kind of neutralize everything, which is nice, but it's kind of just the one downside about it, is that it's just the shade range is not the best. Coverage I got. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape concealer that I need more of. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this under my eye. So I'm going to take that same powder that we used earlier. This is that Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and I'm going to just place that underneath my eyes. I am going to bake, of course, so I'm just going to take a dry beauty blender and just really pack that on underneath my eyes. And then, so for my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and pop off camera. I'm gonna do them really quickly, and then I'll be back with brows. Okay guys, so I just finished my eyebrows. So my eyebrow routine has gotten really simple. I've just been using the Brow Wiz from Anastasia recently, and I do use the shade medium brown. I haven't been using like any pomades or anything recently, so it's been super easy for my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dust off all of this bakage. And then I'm going to use more of that loose powder and set my entire face with it. I think I'm going to take my bronzer. You guys all know that Hoola bronzer is my all-time favorite bronzer ever. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe M105 brush, which is also my favorite contouring brush. Or just bronzing brush. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to grab a mirror and we are going to carve out these cheeks. I love bronzer. I feel like it's definitely one of my staples in my makeup routine. Like it's something I will always use. Really buffing that onto the cheeks, and then I'm going to take that on my jawline as well. And of course around the hairline. Just really want to add warmth to your skin, especially me. I'm pretty fair, so anywhere I can add in some color, I'm going to do so. And then, so I really don't like to really contour my nose, but I will just kind of smush my brush with my fingers like so. And just kind of run that around my nose with any excess product I still have on my brush. I really don't feel the need to contour my nose, but it's just kind of another added step you can throw in there. And then for blush, I'm going to use my Milani blush. It's in the shade Tea Rose. This is my all-time favorite blush now. Well, it's right next to the Tarte Sensual blush, let's put it that way. Yes, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush brush and I'm going to apply this. These blushes are pretty pigmented, so I really like to tap off the excess. And then I'm going to apply some to the apples of my cheeks and then just bring it back. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and move to the lower lash line. So I'm actually going to take some eyeliner. This is the Maybelline New York Unstoppable eyeliner in the shade Cinnabar. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this in my waterline. I'm going to bring it down onto my lash line so we can kind of smudge it out a little bit. So I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm applying it to my waterline and then I'm bringing it as close to the lash line as I can on the outer parts of my eye. Morphe M431 brush. It's really nice, dense, like pencil brush. I'm going to go ahead and just take that Smooth Criminal shade. I'm going to just kind of buff out that pencil. Just really make sure everything's nice and blended and we don't have like any harsh lines from anything. And that's pretty much it for the lower lash line. It's super simple, super easy. You can bring it down further if you want. You can throw in some green if you want to, but I think I'm going to keep it at that just because I'm running a little late for work. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray my face and then we are going to apply some highlighter. So I'm going to use the Mario Badescu facial spray, of course. I like to go just a little bit crazy with this. And then so, of course, I'm going to take my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. This is my all-time favorite palette. And then I am going to use my Morphe M501 brush to apply this. And I'm just going to take that shade Stunner, which this one's my favorite shade, so just going to apply that to my cheeks. And I'm also going to take a little bit to the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow as well. And I'm going to take my lipstick, so I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Pure Hollywood. This is like an oldie but a goodie, and it works well with like any makeup look that you are doing. Alright guys, and that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below on what I should do next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!